Hello and welcome everybody to No Man's Sky. We are here for the new update. We have got the new expedition. So we are going to make a start on that. I'm going to do a new fresh save. So yes, we've got our normal, we've got our relax, custom, creative, survival, and expedition 20 breach. Which I will point out, we only have 3 weeks. As you can see from there, we only have 3 weeks in which to do it. So, but if you do miss out or you don't complete come January as part of the Redux, which is why we've only got 3 weeks for this, we will be doing the replay through in January if you do miss this time. Hello there, Star. Welcome. Good to see you. We're going to get underway with a brand spanking new save. If it turns out there's something absolutely fucking uber, I might play it a second time by taking one of my main saves through the expedition. Depends on how much grief it is, but there's a lot that's been added, from salvaging in debris fields in space to all sorts of weird travel. So here we go. Expedition 20! More Corvettes than you can shake a stick out, and some people have big sticks out. Am I underwater? I'm underwater. I'm in water. What the hell? I am 2.9 meters below water. Why am I underwater? As a default start, you usually end up drowning very quickly. I've got no scan ability yet. Seafloor 0. If the seafloor is 0.0 below, then that makes it. Oh, I can see debris in the sky already. We have debris in the sky. Why am I underwater though? First contact, planet Nutsum. Okay, there you go. That looks more like just a standard freighter that's busted. The expedition page, rendezvous. Yes, we know about the basics. We've got giant ash fucking mushrooms. Reach your starship. Oh wow, that took a long time. Normally it's like your starship is 500 U away from where you need to be. Well, no, I'm here. So we're starting off with an Explorer class ship. We will get in the ship and have a look at just how bad this ship is. Yes, we know. Right, come on. We need hermetic seal, metal plate, bog standard, dihydrogen jelly. Apparently I've got one. There we go. And we need the usual pure ferrets. Okie doke. So I do have network turned off, mainly because of the issues that can be caused. Hang on. Scan the rock before burning it out. This is where all the ferrets are. And I'll need some more blue goo. Oxygen. Get some oxygen. So. Ooh. Oh, it overheated. Hope you're having a good day there, Star. In this wonderful world of... Well, the weather's been pretty shit, hasn't it, really? So, no point in saying, I hope the weather's good for you, because I mean most of the fucking country's like completely like covered. So... There you go, we've got a swarm of whatever those are. Discover new species. Okay. I don't think that's actually anything to do with the expedition itself. At least I'm not a geck this time round. Got the carbon. Because the one thing we do need, obviously, is... I didn't bring anything with me because this is a completely new save. And then we've got to get the various bits of... Can't cook that one off yet. Hang on. We've got the flying, scarab beetles flying around. Right, so I don't know how much, let me check how much I've got. 171, that should be enough to... I can make the metal plate, can't I? Ship out of range. It helps if I'm clicking on the right piece, like. Metal plate. And what do I need for the hermetical seal again? Condensed carbon, so I've got to make quite a bit more. Well, I've got to get some more of these plants. But yeah, so like I say, we only have 3 weeks this time. And in part, that is because the Redux reruns are always held over Christmas and New Year's. And you only get 2 weeks for each of those. So... But I'm not sure if you get, as far as I know, stuff's meant to carry over, but so we should, whatever we find, because of the very thing, it is meant to be a quick stop across to purple systems, for those who don't have access to purple systems. So if you don't yet have purple systems, you can either take your primary save into the expedition, or you can start a new one if you wish. But if you want to use it as a shortcut, it probably is an idea to actually take your primary in, which means going to the Nexios and doing your bit in there. Right, I need some pure ferrets. Here we go. So, power supply. Are you kidding me? That's all the carbon I've got. Oh my god. Right, hang on. Let's take half the oxygen, pop that in there. Then drop the carbon. I can't top it up yet, can I? I do need condensed carbon, which is good. And then I can set off a bit of that, because you need that for the other. Oh, but yes. Yeah, Hello Games even referred to this as their Halloween update. So that in itself is quite an amusing point of fact. Right, metal plate. I thought I made a metal plate. God damn it. Metal plate. That's that one done. Right. And hermetic seal still requires a little bit more condensed carbon. So, if I go in there... Oh no, I've only got 17 condensed carbon, full stop. Right. More plants. Thankfully, these plants, even though they don't give you much, they are rather plentiful. Unfortunately, I don't have the combat scope, so I can't zoom in to snipe these. but they do seem to put plenty of them around where you find your ship, which is good news. And I've just noticed some more blue goo over there. Yeah, these are oxygen that you then have to convert to carbon and then convert to condensed carbon, but it might be a little longer round on the loophole, but it's not a problem. Right, let's get this next bit underway. Hello. Yay, it's Friday. Welcome, Teflon, and welcome to the It's Not Friday Expedition 20 Breach. So, nice and straightforward start. Starting off with a completely zero starting point. Now, is that enough to make the hermetical seals? I think it is. It is. Right, there we go. So the hermetical seal is good. Now what I'm going to do, actually, and I haven't done it yet, here we go. So we have our first bit, which is personal refiner and some starship fuel, which will probably be very useful considering we have no fuel. Let's see. Leave the planet. Dead easy. Warp to a new system. Reach the rendezvous. Search the wreckage of a lost Corvette. That's probably how we're going to get our first... Oh, no, it's assemble a Corvette. Acquire a debris rangefinder. I'm guessing the debris rangefinder is something that helps you find your stuff. Oh, some of them are encrypted. Collect sea glass. We're going underwater again. That's annoying. That's another one that's encrypted. And another one that's encrypted. And then we've got two that are encrypted. Discover creatures on the final world. Ah, right. That's going to be interesting. And we've got polished stone. So we've got a little bit of... And some fish. So we've got a little bit of just about everything going on. So yeah, that will be right. Distance traveled 0 light years. Okay, and the 7,000 thingies I've got are down to things. So if I don't want to do that. I want to pick up my refiner. Let me have a look. Fuel's at 50%. Then take off. Do we have a weapon? We do have a weapon. Right. We can do a little bit of drive-by mining just before, because we're going to go into space fairly early, I think, and because we don't want to hang around too long, do we? We want to get on with it. We want to travel. We want to see the sights and get stuck somewhere, because that's the kind of shit that we do. But we'll just burn a bit of mining. It's a nice simple way to do it. I don't... Oh, weapon's overheated. We will check. Hello there, Wharfie. How are you doing? Good to see you. Don't know if you've started the Expedition 20 breach yet. Right. Whilst we're drifting around the mushrooms and the floating rocks, let's have a quick look and see what I've picked up. So I've got a decent amount of carbon, so we're doing okay there. Where's the... I'll sort that out. We want to install that, which I can put there. Shield. Life support. Put that there. There's nothing we can build. Oh, there is a little bit we can build. Shield lattice and stuff. That's no problem. We'll get onto that. Right. Leave the planet. That's going to give us something else. And actually I just realized I hadn't actually changed my view to the external Ooh, I really hate this ship. Right, wings in the dark. We've got that. And... oh, it's an abandoned space station by the looks of it. So whilst we're flying over there, we've got some repair kits. That's never a good sign when they give you repair kits from the start. Because that's like, oh, repair kits. They're going to screw us over. Carbon. Carbon. Ferret and ferrets. And blue goo. Right, okie doke. Wow, I think I must have skipped the atmosphere there. Jesus. Yes, it's the abandoned... I forgot about that, yes. So the system is that. The abandonnes. So I take it everyone's probably already made a start. Like I say, I was waiting for today for obvious reasons. Whilst we'll land on the space station first. And then I'll grab the... we're coming in upside down. Tormentia. That's a good one. Right, so let's just jump out. And I'm gonna... wrong button. We need that. And we need to go back to phase 1. And we're gonna go click. New building parts. So we get the base computer. Now we get the hyperdrive. I had a feeling we... yeah. And of course the hyperdrive takes... certain... there you go. We need microprocessor and chromatic metal. So we are going to head to... so we need copper and plenty of carbon. So that's nice and simple. Technology recorded to catalog. Meow. Right. What's that one got on it? High sentinel activity. Well, I don't think we'll bother with that one. This one says it's got high things. Quartzite, diox, salvageable, and sodium. We don't want that one because that's the one I think we... yeah, that's the one we came from. Hang on a minute. How many planets are in this system? Oh, it's deemed. It's deemed the big do. So yeah, we want to go. Let's have a look. Gold? No. That's the one I was just looking at with the quartzite. Hang on a minute. I'm seeing a trend here. Right. This one, that's high sodium rusted quartzite. Right. Desolate moon. No thingies on that one. Everything else is high sentinel. Everything's high sentinel except for Nutsum. Wow, Nutsum. Sounds, yeah. But it's got quartzite and we can zap that into what we need. Plus sodium will prove useful. Okay, no, that's got high sentinel. It's that one I was looking at. Right, that's the dissonant one. Right. Spin round. Did I just go the wrong... I think I just went the wrong way. Is it that one? No, that's the high sentinel. Now I've got to get all the positions right. Is this one? That's the one. Moon of unknown planet. Well, we know what the planet is. We were just bloody on it. Right. But it does have sodium and quartzite. Quartzite being the primary. That's what's going to give us our... oh dear. My fuel system appears to be dangerously low. Alright. Thankfully there's a asteroid field right here. Because I forgot to check the gas tank before I set off. Oh, I can see a jelly. Got some tritium hyperclusters. Not sure if that's actually going to be of any use. Oh, here we go. Mine 20 asteroids. Alright, so we had an asteroid. It tends to be the case when you need to get fuel that they'll throw in the asteroid miner. But that was only 20. I think the last one was 40 that you have to do. Okay, I need to move. Is that the one I was heading for? Is this the moon you're looking for? I don't think it is. No, it's not. It's over here somewhere, isn't it? That's the space station, so I've got my arse completely turned round. Yes, that's the High Sentinel one. I have got so turned around because of mining asteroids. Is that the one? Yes, that's the one I need. So let's go to fuel.
Technology recharge.
Right, I've got a full tank of gas now. And whilst we're moving on that, let's... Phase 2. There we go. I've got my fishing platform for the Nautiloidy, the generator for the Nautiloidy, which of course will allow us to drop to great depths and stuff. I can see something. Woo! Except for the camera view got wonked. I can see some purple. I can see some green. Okay. I need a quartzite deposit. Let's move over here and land, and try not to land on top of one of the plants that leap me the second I get out of the ship. Great, this thing's got like wubble bubbles and stuff on it. And I'm getting a marker for quartzite. I'll have that one, thank you very much. I don't suppose. Fuck me, that thing ran out of juice quick.
Technology recharge.
I am really surprised at how fast my no. It's very difficult to see with the wobbly bubbly bit that it does on the thing, like that's quite annoying. Probably why I've not actually built on a planet that... In fact, I left a planet because there was this wobble problem. Land. Right. Yeah. Silica powder. This is not a clean mining site. I mean, apart from the fact the base computers need it, the warp drive needs a fair chunk of chromatics. It's funny when you have something like even a small copper mine that just sits ticking over, giving you like a stack of copper every day, which, I mean, you don't actually need it to run a stack of copper every day. You don't really think about the fact that you then have to go and mine for this stuff when you're starting a new save. But it is why I drop supplies off on people when they are starting. Because it's amazing how even just a little bit of supplies can make a big difference to somebody. I mean, you're limited to how much you can take with you if you're using your main save. Right. I do need some more copper, some more carbon rather. So once I've got this and I've got some chromatics cooking, I will have to grab some more carbon, and I think this planet looks quite good for carbon. Right. Let's, unidentified plant.
Units received.
Welcome to the mining channel. Today, on What You Mine. Right, let me go up here. I'm going to go onto the higher ground. Oh, we've got one of those plant creatures, which is quite cool. Right, what I do need to do... I really do hate the planets, though, when they've got all this wobbly-bubbly stuff going on, because it really messes with the eyeball, shall we say. Right, let's drop that in there. Where's the quartzite? Half the quartzite, which gives me twice as much. Great thing about quartzite is it transfers very quickly into chromatics, whereas copper can take such a long time. There we go. And then we need some more condensio carbon. So what I will do is use half the oxygen. That's the great thing with those plants. I don't know if anyone's been having any problems with the expedition yet, but I don't think anyone's reported any big issues. I know Captain Steve mentioned there was a thing about parts of his Corvette, like the floor or the doors, failing to show up, which I thought was quite interesting. Right, and I'm just going to grab a little bit of this and a little bit of that. There's some more blue goo. That does not want to register for some reason. That's weird. Is that just normal carbon? It is. That's too far away for this weapon to hit. Right. Bit more oxygen, and then we'll be moving on. I don't know why. I've got a feeling we're probably going to need some pinky links. Right, let's jump back into... Oh, right next to a mirror as well. Right. It's telling me carbon nanotubes, of which I'm... Oh, it takes 50 for a thing? Damn. Okay, let's go to Starship first. We can do that. Add that in. What's this? That's the Humboldt drive, so we just need to stick you down there. Chromatic. I like to have a tidy inventory so I can see what I'm doing. Right, it will stick you there. Of course, we can do stuff whilst we're moving around. Right. We're going to do a little bit more orbital, or suborbital, I should say. I tell you one thing, I got so used to the fact that I had a ship that could hover and I could mine whilst I was hovering, so I didn't have to worry about moving forward constantly. It's very weird now being in this predicament of perpetually moving forward. Because now I can't target the plants in quite the same way, and I've just gone and bashed the crap out of my ship, and again. Right, let me have a look. So, plenty of that. So I need, how much carbon do I have? Right, I'm going to have to drop some oxygen in there. And I'm going to put a little bit of that in there. Wait, what? What do you mean I can't convert? That's weird. Okay. I'm going to have to land again. That's weird. So the one on my back won't let me convert oxygen to carbon. Well, there's a lesson for everyone. Right. So we'll take a little bit of this, and we go into here, and I want half the oxygen. That'll give me another 105, so even after I've made myself what I need. Right, so in there, we want 3 of them. Then we go there, and we want 1 of them. Is it 1 of them or 3 of them that we need? 5? Fuck's sake. Shows how long ago it is since I actually made a hyperdrive unit, doesn't it? Right. Antimatter. So I can only make 1. But at least that means I can now jump to another system. So that's us out of here. Expedition route. We go to a GEC system, and this will at least then get us the next expedition reward. There definitely seems to be a few things in the list that tells you that you have to go and do stuff on the end planet. So that would be interesting that it gets you to do that. Wait for this to kick in. Between the stars. This actually looks like quite a cool... Hang on a minute. Oh yeah. Yeah. I gathered that obviously I will be going into the thing. Another knackered jobber. Right, what I do need to do is... I went in the wrong menu again. It's this one. There we go. Yes, there you go. That's the Atlanta drive. So as I was saying, if you do have the problem of you haven't done the mission, haven't got round to it or whatever, you can actually start a new save with this and it will give you the drive. Which should carry over to other saves. So, Pink Pony Club, Cafe 42 station. Hello, Nell. How you doing? And why on earth? You're talking to Wharfie there, aren't you, when you say trouble? I need to look at this system. Pink Pony Club, Cafe 42. Okay. Leather Hop Lads. This is Cafe 42. Well done. Oh, this is nice. So the 42 Brigade have been here. I like that. That's nice. Working and lurking as most people are, indeed. Right, what's this one? That's the Atlanta Drive, which I'm going to leave there for a second. Right. Right, we've got our ship terminal. Right. Do I need to drop anything else before I get too distracted? Right. So, acquire debris, rangefinder, first. So, I'm guessing I'm going to have to grab myself some more fuel and move on, because you can't do anything in this system, because this system does not allow you to do very much. However, I do need some resources. So, let me have a look. Hang on a minute. I do need... Yes, carbon is definitely an issue. And blue goo. So, copper, sodium... Right. We're going to the Lily Hop Lounge. And until I get some money, I take it you've already made a delve into it, Nell, to have a look at the pretty new things. My God, this is a lot of water. This planet is not gonna... Oh my God, it's water as far as the eye can see. One of these days, whilst flying over the water and shooting into it to see if I can gain any resources, I'm just waiting for like something like a giant megalodon to jump out and I'm like, yeah, cheers. The shallow water here. Very shallow pieces. Right, let's have a look. So what I need to do... This is not the planet that I need. Ammonia, salts... More sentinels, more sentinels. Rusted sodium. Frost crystals. Right. So it's that one or that one. Which ones were they? Not that one. The big brown planet. No, that one. So it's the blue planet or the small planet. Okay. Not that one. I'm going to have to drop into internal view. That's one thing about being inside. At least you get an idea to where the planets are. It's on the other side. we go. Ideally, I'd like the other one. What's the other planet called? Olkthingy, right. It's on the other side of that. Yeah, I keep forgetting. I mean, hell, it took me a long time to remember that the ability to make multiples by using, like, L1, R1 on the build thing. I don't know how long I've been playing before I finally remembered, because a couple of people, Moose told me, and other people have told me, and I'm like, why on earth did it not stick in my head that I'm meant to be like, you know, instead of going square, 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 I'm like, you know, why did I not just, you know, remember what I've been told? Right. This is one weird looking planet. High temperatures. And small blue goo. Visibility sucks. Doesn't look like I'm going to get much carbon here unless I can get something from them. Right, hang on. Let me sit there. Minus 98. Wow, that sounds healthy. Yeah, thermal protection falling. That's why I wanted to land close to the trees, because I didn't want to go too far, because I knew I was going to have to go and hide. I'll be glad when I can upgrade the weapons. But for that we need money. See if he doesn't stand there with like a little axe or something trying to chop stuff down. I don't think I've picked up any sodium yet for refilling stuff. Extreme weather. Additional shielding. Yeah, I've got a fielding I could do with some additional shielding. Right, let's go back to the ship. I keep pressing the wrong button as well, but I'm not playing those games that involve the other stick. Right, that one. Drop those two down there. So, fuel, because I've only got 5%, and I need starship fuel. Starship fuel. At least I've got 4 of them for now, so that's not too bad. Yes, condensed carbon. So, because it didn't want to let me do what I was trying to do with the backpack refiner, which is a bit annoying, we're going to have to do it here.
Technology recharge.
Right, let's have a look. Oop. Let's stick you there.
Protection falling.
You're going to pop. There you go. Birdies! Oh, that's a different type of birdie. Oh, crap. That would not let me focus in on that there.
Received.
That's 3 birdies.
Units received.
Yeah, I was going to say we're all very good at forgetting. 3.47 gigs. What are we talking about, Walker? What is it in the 3.7 gigs are we talking about? Oh, bugger disappeared down the back. Now I need to get the flock out of here and back into the thing because, yes, it's decided it's going to try to kill me again. Oh, hell dies. Yes, I noticed there was an update.
Protection falling.
I did notice the update. Right. 2 of them. 2 of them. 2 of them. Drop that in there. So I've got, at least I've got some fuel. It's still low. Right. I know it's a bit boring, but I'm going to have to go over. Really read the chat. Oh yeah, yeah, I know. People don't come here for my reading ability, which is pretty shit, but. And there we go, we've just gone and lost our... You really do forget on just how much you rely on all those upgrades. Because, I mean, when I think about it, you know, you burn through a tree in like 2 to 3 seconds. And here you might as well just go put the fucking kettle on, you know, and hope for the best. Let's have this tree, and I think I've got to scan a plant off to the left slightly. Yep. How far are those bones? 800 and some. I haven't got good enough weaponry yet to be able to really do much. Right. Hello there, how you doing there, mate? Good to see you. Having a good early morning party, I hope. Doing the coffee rave, you know. This system, Grand Way Station system, was discovered by Grand Potato. I salute you, Grand Potato. Whoever you happen to be, I have no idea who you are, but... might be able to sell a little bit of the silver, get myself some extra... some extra stuff. Right, let's head to the space station, which is again, the space station is too close. Don't try to do that. Yes, if you're on full pulse, if you're within 20 seconds, it won't let you blurt to it. Ooh, yeah, upside down. Partially asleep yet. Right, what I need to do is have a look. Oh, we've only got 2 Hofness. I'm guessing, Hot Hef. Oh my god, whatever. Oh, there is a base on it. Actually, there's 2 bases on it. And Rocktopia, 11 bases on Rocktopia. Bloody hell. Okie doke. In which case, before I start doing any more messing around with the thing and try to get myself some more carbon, I think everyone is having a quite reasonable time, to say the least. Yes, there are bases, but they are not showing up. Actually, just a thought. There we go. We'll fly in here. Because the one thing I do want to do, he's missing. The guy is missing for some reason. Create exotic items from Quicksilver. But all I'm actually after hang on, where is it? I want that one. Here we go.
Collectible received. Collectible received. Collectible received.
Right, I think, if I'm not mistaken, that's all I need. I need to feel more like me. That's if I can remember everything, of course. I can remember which one it is. I must double check actually for... let's get all the colours set first. No, it's not that one. Not that one. I think it actually might be 1 for that one. Armour set. 5. Gloves. 5. Legs. No, there was no markings, were there? Boots. Armored boots. Backpack. No, purple's good. That's the one. Right, I'm still missing... I need to sort out the rest of the armour stuff, but for now I'm a little bit more like me. But... except for the fact I've got the wrong helmet on! Damn, that's because I couldn't see what I was doing. There you go. That's more me. Right. Oh. Yeah, these guys aren't here either. So it's not just a case of those not being there. They're actually not visible. Right. It's funny, somebody was talking about because it's an abandoned system, like universe. They were saying, you know, it feels a little better because you've got all of these people around. But then, of course, you turn your networks off, and nope, not there. Cactus. So we want the big one. Let me just double check. No, it's rock. It is this one over here. So I was pointing in the right direction to start with. I mean, the great thing is, if you gather up the cactus, you can cook that down, not to mention all the oxygen and stuff. Pyrite's good for fuel if you can grab some of that. I want to land there. In amongst all of the shiny. Oh wow. This is one very uneven surface. Okay. Right, I'm just going to land. And then once we've landed, and we've done a little bit of copper mining, we will get to Rendezvous 1. By which time, I'm guessing that's where we're actually able to do the Corvette building, because obviously you can't do it in an abandoned station because there's nowhere for you to do it. So with better weapons, ship mining on this planet would actually be really good, because there is a lot of carbon that you can grab. And of course, with a bit more carbon, it means we've got the fuel to be able to get to where we need to be. And the next place is the system we need to be at. Atlantid drive required. Yep, so I might as well now fit it, because this is where we need it. There we go. Wrong button. And this will be why this system is the one where we can actually build the Corvette, because it's an Atlantid system. Except, this space station's a piece of shite as well. Right, hang on a minute. We need to go round. We're going to the planet. Fungal mold activate. Quartite ammonium magnetized ferrets. And some dissonance. It's a poisonous planet, which means we're probably all going to die down here. And whilst I look for ship parts, Mia's disappeared off for coffee. You got to get the coffee. Coffee in, coffee out. Kiko. Oh wow. This is looking very pink.
Extreme night toxicity detected.
Right. Are we heading? We're heading towards those two things. It's a shame I don't have a bit more speed, but this ship isn't exactly... It's a flying brick at the minute. Not a very big planet, you can see the curve. I'm guessing I'm probably going to have to go to that building, but you know what it's like. You've got to land, you've got to do the scan. And we're landing. Yep, just as expected. Right, what's my fuel like on the ship? I can still take off and call it in. Oh wow, you really can't... Backpack all sucky suck. Right, let's go this way around. Oh, yeah. Eggs. Where's the doorway? It must be at this end then. Oh, there it is. Right. Terminal. Right, so it's just tripped the thing. Timestamp 1. Wow, that was it? User identifier, terminal now active. Yeah. Although it tripped when I came in, not when I did anything with the terminal, so... I'm guessing the terminal is meaningless. Research specimen. Oh, hang on, is that some credits? That's the encyclopedia. Oh, getting stuck on shit, like. Right, nothing else in here. Construct debris to search for wrecks in space. Right. Hang on. Let's do that. Yeah, that's all very well, but the question is... what... Right. I need to claim the reward. There, debris rangefinder, solar mirror, geez, quantum computer, and metal plating. Right. And now I can actually make all of those items, which is at least convenient. So whilst I'm standing in here and not dying of everything... Right, do we stick it on the ship or do we stick it on the multi-tool? Now that's interesting. Large pieces of lightning. You'd almost think that was an ocean out there if it wasn't for all that crap. Right. There we go. So it's there. So like I say, solar mirror, quantum computer, metal plate. Now we can do the metal plate dead easy. So we can stick that down. The solar mirror, gold, silver. Oh crap, more chromatic metal. I've burnt through all that chromatic. That's fuel that's done that. More chromatic for that. So okie doke. And that means condensed carbon. And my, ooh, yeah. Right, so let's get some. Let's get that first. And we will stick down that. And we need the quartzite, which I will just do that. I might have to burn off the rest of it that I've got. I'm going to need some condensed carbon, except I only have 27 actual carbon. Hang on a minute, I've got 2 lots of carbon. Okay, let's take that, get that underway, and then jump back on board the ship. Right, solar mirror. Make 1, and it's 1 quantum computer. The quantum computer requires antimatter and 1 microprocessor. So we need 1 nanotube to make a microprocessor. To make antimatter's next. Antimatter. Quantum computer. And there's the rangefinder. Right, so I'll have to take off and do the thing in a second.
Technology recharge.
Right, get out of ship.
Update. Storm clearing.
Get on. Now, we've made that, so we can drop that one. Corvette basic module pack. There we go. So that's good. So we've got a cockpit, a base unit, landing gear ×2, an engine, a reactor, a photon cannon array, and a door out the back. Plus a mission radar panel. Okie dokes. Right. Let us grab our crap out of there. And I'm going to drop all of that back into there. Now, get all of that stuff into things. So yes, I've got all the pieces I need there, which I'll have to drop in my other inventory. And I'm going to need to build the Corvette first. Right. Corvette workshop terminal off planet.
Extreme toxicity detected.
Can you imagine having to travel 3 hours or more just to get to the damn thing? Aggressive sentinels. Oh, that's all you really want to see, isn't it, when you're heading arse end into something? It'll be interesting to see what people do with some of the new parts, because I'm quite sure some people will just try to keep the like-for-like parts together. Others will probably make some absolutely wacky looking things. There we go. And turn. There we go. Whee! That went a bit wibbly wobble. Right. Store. That's it. I'm going to remake some ideas. Yeah, well, I mean, I've been working on some various bits and pieces. I mean, I've seen what some people have done, and it's, in a way, to some degree, it's destroyed base making to a certain degree. But I mean, I will be doing another strange base making at some point. Right, here we go. Corvette Workshop. Create new Corvette. And we have our landing gear. So let's see if I put you there and you there. And we go back in. We've got 1, 2, and that. Da, da, da. Because the new parts don't exactly stand out, but someone did list all the parts that are basically in the place, and there's some very intriguing bits and pieces. It's not going to let me do what I want to do yet because I don't have enough parts, so I'll have to stick you there. No, stop doing that. Grab, stick. Then grab an engine, and then it's flip to there. Now there is meant to be a new thing all about how you can recolor the whole, there you go, apply to whole ship. So that's quite cool. So I can go white, entire. I'm not keen on that. Got that. Invert, apply. Ooh, that did not work. That so did not work at all. Yeah. So their apply to whole Corvette doesn't work because it just turned it orange. So that was weird, to say the least. Right. I need the gun, which is under here, because it won't actually clip under there, so it'll go there. And then I can stick that on there. And then put my ramp on the back. Can I actually stick that further back? No, it has to go there. Okay. So there we go. We've got our rock hopper, which will make do for starters. Let me... No, that's not what I was going to do. You have to go inside. Yes, you've got to go inside. Right, so now I do need to finalize design. Compare. Add to collection. And then I need to there we go, that one. Gray and purple design. Make it on the wall. Right. Come out of build. Let's go claim the next one. Powerful frost protection. Oh well, yeah, we need that, dude. We so need that. I've frozen me normals off. I did. Right, so we need to drop that back to the ship. You're gonna just sit down there. There's obviously going to be a lot of cold planets on this trip for them to do that. Gold, silver, repair kit. I left the old fuel on board the other thing, because why not? Refiner unit. Oh, I've got a refiner unit. I never even saw that. Right, okay, up. Refiner unit. There you go. So now we've got a refiner unit on board. That's good. Right, so we now have our ship. Let's have a look. Search the wreckage of a lost Corvette. Right, so let's make a little... I'll tell you what I will do. I'm just going to... Here we go. Yora's Folly, TA6, is now going to become... Rockhopper. There we go. And just so I can see what I'm doing, there we go. Oh, I've just thought, I can also, I need to do a little bit of rejig, don't I? So, that can stay there, but you can go there. Weapons can go there, you can go there. Maneuverability boost. Weapons next to that one. Right, those two do actually help each other, so I'll have to do a jig about when I get a bit more space. Right. There we go. So let's just move away from the space station. Because that's the other thing we're going to have to do. And we're going to pop this one. Do the usual pop it, pulse drive. Stop, 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 stop. Geez, that really didn't want to... I needed to pulse my pulse drive. This is definitely a very interesting ship that I've come across. Right. I also, what I was going to do, because I was messing around, was add that. So now I've got my purple trail. Right. Do-do-do. Okie doke. I'm not sure what I'm looking for, but apparently... Is that a doorway? No? The No Man's Sky bleach. Yeah, because I mean, I never make a spelling mistake, do I? I do think it's quite cool how we are able to like fly around the ship and have a look. These are the new pieces here. that new kind of thing. Reminds me of oh crap. There's what was the film? I think I just got stuck on an engine. Yeah, I got stuck on an engine there. That's not good. Well, hang on. Component housing. Right, so I've got the fin module. So I've got one piece. So obviously you have to scan across with your mining beam to see what it's going to let you hit with your mining beam. Okay, seriously, just one item? It's only going to let me hit with one item. Right, so you hit the generator points, and that's what gives you your... Right, so you hit them, and that's what gives you whatever parts it's going to let you have. Okay, so it's the... this piece here is what you're basically shooting at. Go on, get on, there you go. Right, let's just... There you go, what do you think of that? Eh? That's not bad. That's a nice shot, isn't it? That'll be the thumbnail, I think. I think we've got the thumbnail. Right, so there's just those two pieces that it's going to let me have. Let me go back into here. Search the wreckage of a lost Corvette. Well, I have searched the wreckage of a lost Corvette, and I've received two pieces. So does this mean there is something else to shoot at? That I didn't see anything else. Life support at 50%. I mean, there's no way in. Right, the other thing is life support.
Technology recharge.
Oh, you need Diax or batteries for that, which I've got neither. Is there another piece of ship that I'm not seeing? There's nothing underneath. Oh, hang on. Is that a hull? It is a hull, but for whatever reason, yeah, it doesn't actually let you go in through the hole. Okie doke. So I'm a little confused as to why it's telling me to still go looking around the thing when there is nothing else for the thing. So there you go. I got 5 pieces. I've got 2 reactors, a wing, and 2 Vesper diffuser arms, which is quite cool. That is definitely quite cool.
Technology recharge.
get myself a little bit of nanites. Not the 15 nanites is going to buy you squat like, but you know, it's stuff then not in the inventory, which is the important bit. For now, if I stick that in there and that in there, it might help me a little bit. And of course I don't have another thing. So, it hasn't tripped. Hang on. Weapon charge depleted. Well, that's just typical. There's nothing else to pick up or do on there. Let's have a look. Search the wreckage of a lost Corvette. Done. Search the wreckage of a lost Corvette, part of phase 1. Advanced mining stuff. Right. Will allow you to craft and deploy a rangefinder. We did. Perform a spacewalk to search the salvage, which I did. I'm in the middle of doing so. But apparently there is no more... There's no more anything, actually. It's, Why have you not popped? This was obviously quite a chunky ship at one point. I mean, there's no more pieces. You can't do anything with the big rocks. Yeah, you can't do anything with the big rocks. Can you fly inside the rocks? No, but you can fly inside the pink bits that are sticking out of the rocks. Right, turn round. Yeah, I'm a little stuck. I've got 5 parts off this thing, but it's not giving me... It's not popped the thing. Right, I think what I'll have to do is, if I go back to the space station, oh, hang on. Why do we have a marker there? Log. How do we get to the log? Oh, it's floating. I see it. Right. No, I have to actually go and grab it, don't I? I don't know why I didn't get to see that. No, don't go backwards. Don't go backwards. Right. That's what it was. I'm glad I went and had a quick spin round there. So rather than just grab the parts, we need... Hang on a minute. There's also... Now this is showing. Oh, that was showing. There it is. There's the log. Right, I've got the log. Okie doke. And there we go. Now it's pop-a-locked. Now it's popped. So we can go back up. And that does mean we have actually got that first entire phase done. Come on, get in the bloody ship. There we go. So, we're going to head back to the space station. Taking a few more rocks because I forgot to mine the pyrite I was thinking of mining back at the other place, which doesn't help. Don't worry, I'll remember. Not. Right, so not only do you have to do the thing, but you have to do the other thing as well. Oh, and they've made it so your back door does close when you decide to pulse away. Although it in warp it's not showing any. There you go. Now I can see my purple. Right. Eepop boop. So yeah, Expedition 20 Breach, or as Wolfie pointed out, Bleach. Which I'm quite sure now I'm bound to make that mistake. Now that it's been mentioned, it's like, oh yes, I'm going to spell this completely wrong. Right, so we need to do the ship breaking. We've got the new technology, which we can stick on our bit there, which is good. So we've got the mining beam, which we can jump in, and I'll tell you what I'll do. If I grab that, stick that there, and put that there, and I will do, and then we got, I forgot I was doing all the other moving of stuff and completely forgot about the whole idea of shunting stuff around.
Technology recharge.
For half a second I thought stuff had moved. What does it want me to build? I have no idea what it wanted me to build. Right, we have a landing thruster. So we're going to move you to there, and you to there, and stick you to there. Oh, yeah, aquajets are on their own, aren't they? Doesn't work! That's not a problem. And then we can go into the Expedition, and we can click phase 1, which gives us posters, 3 posters, including the Event Horizon poster. Cool. So that's not, and I've only done 293 things. So there you go. Phase 1 complete. Phase 2's got 1 thing done. This one's now relocate the time-lost wreck of the fireship Arcadia. Oh, right, so that's going to jump about, possibly, then. Right. We'll be going to another sea place to do that, 'cause we've got 3... Right, so all of this is underwater stuff. So we can probably just jump in and sort that out quite easily. But I do need some resources, so that is going to be quite fun. But that is the end of today's stream. So thanks everyone for watching, and this could be fun. I might drop a few videos of some extra coverage of me and the Rockhopper doing something silly in the rest of the expedition. Remember, you've got less than 3 weeks to do it, and if you do miss it, you do get 2 weeks in January where you'll be able to rerun it at some point. So until then, I will catch everybody later. Have fun, and I will see you all later. And I've just realized my helmet is the wrong color. So there you go. So yeah, good to see everybody, and I will see how everyone is doing again soon. Next week, though, quick reminder, is Halloween week, so there'll be 2 horror related things, which is why I'll be doing the rest of the expedition likely off stream, but I might finish it in 2 weeks time, no, it should be safe. So in 2 weeks' time, I might finish it off live if I can get the rest of it done on stream, off stream rather, and then see how it goes. So thanks everyone. I will catch everybody later, and bye for now. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe, because you know, YouTube and all that. Bye for now.